Hey, this is Joseph Lebrecq, and I want to talk a little bit about the announcement that Adobe made today around Adobe Flash Player in the browsers. Um, they released this communication here, and basically the gist of it is that uh, they're going to support Flash Player in the browsers until the year 2020. And at that point, they're working with Apple, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, and Mozilla to just end of life Flash Player. So in 2020, sometimes a bit before 2020 ends, depending upon the specific browser and so forth, Flash Player will no longer be available in any of the browsers. So Flash Player is effectively set to finally die, be declared dead in the year 2020. So what that means is that people need to, if they haven't already, and if it makes sense for their content, to start converting their content or complete converting their content, because generally a lot of people have been converting what content they can for the past few years. A lot of people are asking about Adobe Air and what that means for Air. Chris Campbell, who leads the development of both Air and Flash Player, has a roadmap update. And inside this update, he makes it very clear that Adobe remains committed to Air and that they believe that it continues to be a great desktop and mobile development platform. And I entirely am in agreement with that, of course. There's also a roadmap update. They've shared a number of things around what's coming for Air, so there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline. And this is actually open to discussion. It's in the Adobe forums, so if you want to put your 2 cents in there, you can just go ahead and do that. So it is really a couple of years before Flash Player is actually going away, although a couple of years time, some of this stuff can take some time to convert, right, or to find an alternate platform for it. And that is kind of where this comes into play. I was interviewed by some people at Adobe around conversion. So converting Flash Player content to HTML5, and what circumstances are there where you would want to do that? What are the difficulties involved, and so forth. So there's a lot of information here. My specific thoughts around converting this content, what the pitfalls might be, and so forth. And this is also open to discussion. So if you have some comments to make around this, please go ahead and do so there as well. I've taken all of this stuff and posted an article on my weblog, In Flagrante Delicto, and basically I summarize everything that I just talked about right here, and then link off to the important documents. So here's the actual Adobe statement around Flash Player. Here's the Air roadmap from Chris, and here is Michael Hughes' interview with myself around converting content. And of course, being that it's a blog, you can of course comment here as well. So there are a number of different places to go and put in your 2 cents. There's also been a lot of activity on Twitter and so forth. So a lot of people are very interested in what's going on with Flash Player and the announcement today. It's really strange. I've seen a number of people stating things like that Air is dead and that AnimateCC is dead, and AnimateCC is definitely not dead. They're working on it all the time. There's new stuff coming out all the time with it. I can't be specific about what the things that are coming up are, of course, but for sure, they're going full steam ahead with Adobe AnimateCC. In addition, as you see here from Chris, that Adobe Air for desktop and mobile is also full steam ahead. They've got a list of features they're working on, and there's actually a survey feature request on the Starling forums that you can go to check that out here. And there's a features survey as well. So there's a couple things based off of that link that you can go through and contribute your thoughts around these things. So like I said, definitely a lot of talk out there. And if you have something to contribute, I'd definitely suggest that you do so. It's a big deal, Adobe announcing that Flash Player is going away. So, go ahead and participate, share your thoughts. A big problem I see is the problem with archiving content. We have over 20 years of Flash Player based content on the web, and I would hate to see a lot of those things not be archived. I would hate to see them go away because they are the history of the internet. Without Flash Player, we would not have HTML5 today. We would not have, the advances in JavaScript that we have today without ActionScript and so forth. So it's really important stuff. So anyway, I wanted to do a quick video about that and just point people to some of these resources where discussions can be had. So thank you.